Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Tom Sheeran, Carolyn Garrett. We're back. We're going to jump right into it. Carolyn, a lot of talk out there in the media and social media and all kinds of rumors about the doom and gloom of real estate and the current market. And what say you about all that?
I say that the media certainly has all of those things out there. And for all of the buyers and sellers that are anxious and they are concerned about what they are reading, look to your Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Georgia Properties trusted advisor for the reality of what's going on in the real estate industry right now. We understand that the top three concerns that any consumer has is if you are a seller, it's about the uncertainty with pricing and what the true value of your home is. For all of our buyers out there, it's about the increase in costs that you are experiencing with the increase in interest rates. And for both the buyers and the sellers, they are all equally as worried about the potential of us being in a recession. That's really the top three things that we discuss and the fears that we need to allay to all of our customers and clients about what's really going on.
Yeah, and I just heard from someone the other day asking me, they said, yeah, it looks like we're heading down the same path as 2008 with the market crash. And here's why it's not heading there. We don't have a glut of inventory. It's slowly getting better, which is a healthy growth back to a normal market. We don't have an excess inventory of new home builds as well, which we had back then. But the biggest reason, all the mortgage industry is so regulated, really over-regulated now. We had a lot of interest-only loans and ARMs going on back then that were just terrible products, and they're throwing money around before it could be printed, you know, and we don't have that in the current market. We're seeing the it's more on the pricing now of properties. We're not going to be able to enjoy. Really, the last 2 years have been way out of control. And nobody saw it coming, and we're going to see normalized pricing. We've been reviewing price reductions on current listings too, so we're seeing a lot more price reductions on properties. So it's up to us as agents to educate the sellers too that, hey, look, we can't go with prices that worked 3 months ago or 6 months ago or last year. Here's what the market is doing now. So yes, we've got to be the ambassadors of this current news, and also just to kind of be the glue and hold everybody together on all this doom and gloom stuff. And it's not really happening. Recession wise for the country, I don't know. We talk about the housing market, and what was your stat about the last few recessions again, Carolyn?
In the last 4 of the 6 last recessions, home prices continued to appreciate. And the media, wants to bandy about a bunch of different words and talk about home depreciation, which is not the correct term. It's important to us as that trusted advisor, as that invaluable resource, to make sure that we are telling our people the right things. Home prices are not depreciating. They are perhaps decelerating in that they are not appreciating at the extraordinary rate that they were in 2020 and 2021 and for the first half of 2022. Home sellers still have an incredible amount of equity in their homes, and they should not be afraid to deploy that equity if they're thinking about selling so they can buy something else in different ways. We just have to think about things differently. If they're maybe getting list price or perhaps a little bit below list price or having to offer some buyer concessions, they still have a tremendous amount of equity. What that means is when they go to buy something, they're not having to pay $100,000 over list price or remove any contingencies or expect that there won't be any seller concessions. So it balances out the selling side as well as the buying side.
Yeah, and I saw something the other day too. We're really right at or getting close to the levels and numbers we're at pre-pandemic. And you know, we know too that we're in the trenches every day, in the real estate trenches. So we've learned, and those of us who've gone through the last crash, to tune out all that media and everything that's being said, because we know it'll change. We'll get through it. You know, we're advising newer agents and even us seasoned veterans too, just to, you know, now's the time to buckle down, get your databases in order, get your marketing in order. Don't listen to all the other stuff. And when we come out of it, it will be in a more normalized market, and we'll all be in good shape. So
yeah, the real estate market always endures.
yes. And talking about, you know, we're hearing about the interest rates too. Yeah, they've been historically low for 2 years or better. And now I've seen it fluctuate between 5.5, 5.75 this week, which is still a darn good rate, but the general public is so spoiled over the last 2 years.
Right.
You know, we really were in good shape rate wise. And, you know, there was the feds did an adjustment, a bond adjustment, but it really didn't affect mortgage interest rates at all. They actually downticked a little bit after that happened. So
right, for your buyers who are comparing the current interest rates to previous interest rates, and they're feeling that their buying power has lessened or they're going to have to spend more, once again, here's our opportunity to reframe. Exactly like you said, 5, 5.5, even dare we say 6 is an excellent interest rate. And instead of taking an extra $100,000 because you've got to overpay on list price for a property in order to get it, now you can breathe because you don't have as much competition. But maybe you can talk to your lender, your prosperity lender, about ways that you can take that extra cash and leverage it either in a different loan product or taking some of that money and buying down your rate with points to make your monthly mortgage payment or your buying power a little bit more than what you would with a conventional, you know, standard 2.9% interest rate. Exists. We simply have to look at everything. And that's why using the Berkshire Hathaway family of services is so important, because prosperity is extraordinary when it comes to being able to sit down with the buyer and talk to them about all of their options.
Yeah, that's our alliance partner, Prosperity Home Mortgage. They're excellent. They're on top of things. They can make things happen quick if we need it with our deals. And yeah, the biggest thing, what we've seen, we've seen a little pause, a buyer pause, especially right now, but it's all heading in the right direction with the inventory growth. And we know and feel it's all going to level out and we'll be fine. So, yeah, turn off the news. Don't listen to it. Listen to us. We'll be your source of hope and faith, and you know, the real deal of what's going on out there. And anything else you want to add, Carolyn?
Nope, other than give us a call or give anyone at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Georgia Properties a call, because we would love to be of service. And thank you today for your time.
Yeah, and what's a great thing right now too, we're offering free equity growth analysis on your
Yes.
home. It's a great time to look at that, and we're also advising, because of the big growth we've had, make sure your homeowner's insurance covers that. And we've
Mhm.
got home services, not only home services lending, but insurance alliance
Right.
partners as well.
Right, and exactly. And if you're looking for an opportunity to maybe save a little money, have them come and check out your homeowner's insurance and see if there's a way for you to get the correct coverage at a reduced price.
Well, good. Well, thank you so much, Carolyn, and everybody. And we'll see you soon on our next video. Take care.
Absolutely. Take care and goodbye.